Hello, and welcome to the Casual Hour quick look of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 2022 edition. Not to be confused with Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 2009.
Who would get those confused?
Too many twos. Too many twos.
These other voices you're hearing, I'm Johnny. Those other voices you're hearing are Bobby. Hi, Bobby.
Hello.
And Chase.
No Russian.
Now, guys,
I'm ready to sweat.
It's a little... Okay, Bobby, you just stole my thunder. I was going to say, I know it's a little early for us, but are you guys ready to get sweaty?
I'm already sweating.
Bobby, you have some information about this game. Could you share that with me, please? Because I don't know anything, because I've been too busy murking fools.
I don't know how many Call of Duties this is. There's a lot of them. I've lost track. There's a lot of those. This is made by Infinity Ward, published by Activision.
Oh, this is a Microsoft game.
Yeah.
Soon to be Microsoft's own Call of Duty. This is very expensive. It's $70 or $100. There's already a protector pack you can download for this thing, which is $10. It looks like there's a Vault Edition upgrade that you can add to the standard one.
Do you guys want to know something? I own both of those.
I'm not surprised. This is on pretty much everything: PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. I think it's even on the PlayStation 4 and the prior. It's just on prior gen and current gen, I believe.
Yeah. Yep.
That's what I know.
All right. We're gonna skip the cinematic.
Are the cinematics good?
They're very expensive looking.
Okay.
So you guys remember All Ghillied Up from Modern Warfare?
Yeah, not from Modern Warfare 2.
Right. And so there are a lot of missions that feel like homages to those original campaign missions, even though the story and stuff is not the same. So like the sequence that's about to happen now is very reminiscent of that mission, All Ghillied Up.
But
So Johnny, I think there's been a... Oh, go ahead, Chase.
they have done this before, though. Like there was a remake of Call of Duty Modern Warfare that I assume also had a.
Well,
I don't think it's a remake as much as it's been a reimagining of those.
Yeah, because this is set in the Black Ops universe, as you pointed out to me.
Which makes no fucking sense.
Yes, because Black Ops was made by Treyarch, not Infinity Ward. So it's all a rich tapestry. And I am maybe halfway through the campaign. If that, once the multiplayer came out, it really sidelined the campaign for me. I do intend to finish it. And it's as bombastic and action-packed as you would come to expect.
I just, like, it's super impressive to see, like, these games have always been lookers, but this one seems to really dial it up quite a bit.
It is fantastic looking. I bought it on the PlayStation 5 because, to me, Call of Duty has always felt like a console game.
What do you mean by
a
that?
collector's item once the Microsoft thing goes through, and you'll never get Call of Duty on PS4 again.
That's right.
That's false. They've already said that as long as there's PlayStations, there will always be Call of Duty on them.
Well, maybe they'll be like, well, anything that has Game Pass, you'll get Call of Duty.
No, recently Phil was on an interview, and he said that
if you look at how he worded it, it definitely leaves room for them to be like, well,
they made the comment with the Bethesda stuff that it'll be available wherever Game Pass is, which, I'm sure that there's going to be a backhanded way eventually to get like a browser-based version of like the cloud stuff on consoles. Mm-hmm. We'll see. But it's so interesting. Like, it's weird to think that this, to Chase's point, could be a relic because of that. Like, where in the past Call of Duty's been, I feel like Activision and Sony's been pretty big in cahoots with stuff.
Yeah, and maybe they figure it's like a Minecraft where it's too much of a cash cow for it not to be on everything.
So do you not shoot people in this game, or do you just threaten them? Like, what exactly? Like, what?
This is you're doing some recon here. We've kind of been talking over all the dialogue, but we're trying to figure out where this cargo containers going that contains a missile that they're trying to get to the United States. So we have the Mexican cartel working with terrorist groups.
That's my question for you. So, like, I know that in the past there's been some pretty problematic things with these games on social commentary, glorification of war, all that shit. I'm not here to like draw a line in the sand, but do you feel like there's been more effort there or not?
I think we talked about this on our podcast, but the part where you are de-escalating a situation by pointing your gun at a civilian seemed, true to life, but maybe not the best way to de-escalate a situation. It's kind of like the press F to pay respects, I feel like.
Yeah, I think it's more of a wording issue than... you don't want to necessarily be pointing guns at U.S. citizens if you don't have to, but it's also more of just a package. The way they packaged that seemed very off.
Yeah.
Where are you at currently? So as far as like world, are you said you're in Mexico?
No, we're on the coast of Spain.
Okay. And have you beat the campaign?
No, I have not.
Okay. That's not what you go to these games for primarily, is it?
No, it's all about the multiplayer for me. And boy, I don't remember there being this much time without action. Here, let's just... Okay, all right. Sorry, Price. Sorry.
Now, if I were a random man in Spain, I think I would notice a man crawling with grass on a rifle in front of me.
These are cartel members. They're not the brightest.
Yeah, they're not human beings at all.
Are they not even going to see you when you're on the road?
Yeah. What's going on here?
These guys are dumb.
Yeah.
Johnny's the best sniper. Look at him go.
I am. Look at me.
I did see a bit of yellow on your radar, so they almost saw you.
They did.
Okay.
It's kind of like an Assassin's Creed.
Well, now that we've watched 10 minutes of walking,
okay. Here, let's just fuck this up.
My question is, what has changed? Because war never changes. Does Call of Duty ever change either?
No.
Okay, so.
Okay, all right. I was curious if that would fail the mission. It does not.
Nice.
So
little left trigger, right trigger. Let's get it going.
Yeah.
When I played through this the first time, I was very sneaky.
Sure. That's what these missions are. Like that's what these sniper missions are, I should say. Is like it is. Oh god,
that is a lot.
It's turned into Sniper Elite over there.
And that's why you sneak through that part normally.
Sure.
All right, let's back out.
So Johnny, while you're doing that, I got a couple questions here to go over.
Yeah.
There's two really. One, let's start with the easy one here. How bad are the menus? Because I've seen a lot of talk online about the UI of this game just being problematic.
Not great. They're not great. That's my least favorite thing, I would say, about this game, is how convoluted and kind of messy the menus are, especially once you get into figuring out like weapon progression and
inviting friends and stuff like that.
Yeah. I've had some issues getting linked up with one of my friends who plays on PC. We're friends on here, but every time we look, it says the other one is offline, even though we're not.
Nice.
But I can still send an invite. It's just like if they're online, normally you'd be able to join their group. But because it's displaying it incorrectly, we have to. Anyway, it is a bit messy. Yeah.
The other question I have for you is, I know that Chase has definitely played more Call of Duty than I have. You've played the most. Why? Like, what would make me want to play this one? Like, is there anything here that you think would bring back somebody? Like, I played the prior, two generations ago. I played a lot of Modern Warfare 2, played some Black Ops. Kind of bounced off the franchise, but is there a reason to go back?
I think the shooting and just the moment-to-moment gameplay in the multiplayer is as good as it's been in several years. Gun feels great. This is gonna be one of my favorite games I played this year, hands down. I got a golden skin for a gun, which we'll see here in a moment. Let's get multiplayer going. For the first time ever, you can see
Phantom of the Opera. Cool.
My price. I think he kind of looks like Die Hard Man from Death Stranding.
Oh
a little
God.
bit.
Yes. It's very good.
And that was part of the Vault edition. It also came with Farah, who's a character from the campaign, fan favorite Ghost, and Soap, of course. And then I got this samurai-looking guy with it as well.
Did Soap always have a red skull mask?
Yeah, I don't think I remember Soap wearing a
No,
mask.
it's just that the Vault edition came with like skull masks for everyone.
Everybody gets a mask. I get it.
Everybody's spooky. So we're playing. This is just the multiplayer. This is not Warzone, right? And Warzone's
Right.
their
Warzone-
like, battle royale.
Right. Warzone 2.0, along with the Battle Pass, both come out on November 16th.
Is the battle pass going to cross over between multiplayer stuff here and then Warzone?
Yeah, there's a tab for it in the multiplayer menu now, but it's grayed out because it hasn't launched yet. So
Got it. That gun's very silly looking, by the way.
It's really dumb.
It's tactical, Bobby. It's a tactical gold.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that really, with the ghillie suit, fantastic.
See, when
And,
Johnny's in a gold environment, it
blends in perfectly.
Yeah, it's much more camouflaged.
So is this still the same thing? Like, you're going to get a couple kills. If you get on a streak, you get like a UAV type thing.
Yeah, I've got a care
Slayer.
package, a cruise missile, and then chopper.
And you start to like
gun.
pilot the chopper, right?
You are aiming the weapons on board.
Got it.
And this is my most upgraded gun. It has
It seems like
incendiary
a good
rounds.
one.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's from a
seems very
category
good.
called marksman rifles, which are a little less heavy duty than snipers. So I can use it with iron sights. I also have
Heavier than the
kit.
Call of Duty, you mean?
Yeah, I have a kit that has a telescope on it. This is my favorite gun in the game. If you can't tell.
Do you like to look at stars with it?
It's got a nice chunk to it.
Yeah, that thing, chunky boy. Do you prefer iron sights on that?
For just regular deathmatch, yeah, because I'm usually in close proximity. I can also usually guess for longer range shots. There's an LMG called the Icarus that I like a whole bunch. I'll switch to that here in a second.
Is there a drop off on travel on bullets? Things against
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like you have to take into account that, like especially on an invasion map or a ground war map.
How have you liked the maps?
I think they're pretty good. There's one that is at the U.S.-Mexico border
Yeah.
that is just a complete meat grinder because it's all these cars and buses, and it's
Is that the one that has like straight up dead ends if you go the wrong way? I've seen some videos of like.
maybe. It's
Yeah,
just
I think that's the
it's
one.
hard to know what is around the next corner because there's so many pathways and shit that you can take, and people can climb on top of vehicles.
Did they bring back any
It gets-
classic maps from original Call of Duty 2? Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2?
No. Which I would not be upset about if they did.
I mean, I'm sure that those will be things that you'll see pop up like as like incentives and seasonal stuff to get people back interested or keep them on that treadmill.
Yeah.
How's it been performing for you on the PlayStation? I know that you said you're playing on PS5.
It runs great. It's crashed on me a couple times, which has been
weird.
weird, but nothing game breaking. There was in the invasion mode. There are AI characters,
Okay.
like kind of like what you'd have in like attrition and Titanfall.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I saw one of them like running, like the ground was up to his knees as he was running around.
Hell yeah.
But I've never really seen it with. Goddamn. Okay.
Is there any have you? So I know this has been a big question for a lot of games that are launching on these current gen consoles. Is there performance modes or things like that? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, there are some performance settings you can tweak. I'm pretty sure you can set it to 120 frames a second.
That's what I was gonna say. If you have a TV capable with HDMI 2.1 with the Sony PlayStation 5, you can absolutely run this thing, I think, at 120, which that's great. That would be pretty helpful. I also saw on the menu screen going into this that it said attach another controller or a keyboard and mouse for co-op split screen. I think I knew that you could. But that's interesting that you can put a keyboard and mouse on there and play that way.
You can also, if you're playing like I am right now, which is not great, you can set your kill streaks to score streaks, so you can still get those rewards.
Oh, instead of consecutive kills, just the higher your score. Okay.
Yeah. So once you actually get, damn. Yeah.
Wow, Johnny.
I'm not doing so great right now. Yeah. Any?
Yeah, I got the questions for you. We talked about this a little bit off the quick look, but one of the core things to Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 to me, the original one, was that the game was kind of split into three. You had your campaign, you had your multiplayer, and you had the Spec Ops missions, which was the cool new feature there. And this one seems to have that third pillar is the war zone. Are there any sort of Spec Ops things to?
There are co-op missions that you can play with other people. I think are sort of wave based. I watched some of one Jeff Gershman playing through that.
No zombies.
No zombies.
No,
that's usually
definitely a Treyarch thing.
Yeah, they have had zombies in other modes or other Call of Duties that weren't made by Treyarch, but no mention of zombies in this one.
So it's interesting that they're putting this into the Black Ops universe. That's strange.
They did that with the original remake, the remake of Call of Duty Modern Warfare or Call of Duty 4, whatever.
Yeah.
And I think it was just, I think it's just so they can play with their toys a little bit more. Hey, we can have, because I can't remember what happens in Modern Warfare 3. Does Price die or Soap die or shit happens to this crew, and so I think this is just them going, you know what, we really like Captain Price. We know the fans really like Captain Price. What if we just made a whole new Modern Warfare and just said, wouldn't it be cool if these guys were in it? So I think this is more of an alternate retelling, just so we can get some of your fan favorite dudes back. And if you're doing that, you might as well throw in some other fan favorite dudes from our other Call of Duties. So yeah, fuck it, put it in the Black Ops universe. Who cares?
Yep. And so Johnny, how much time have you put into this game?
A lot.
Can you quantify that?
I really don't know.
More than 10 hours?
Yeah, I was sick this past week.
Oh, you're sick.
That's
while
convenient.
I was sick, pretty much all I did was
There's
play
a lot
Call
of people
of
who were
Duty.
sick this past week when this game came out.
Yeah. So the golden gun I was using there at the beginning, I spent an entire day just doing the challenges to unlock that gold camo, and that's a relatively time-consuming thing to do.
Nice shot.
Yeah, that was nice.
Thank you.
You know what? I came here ready to mock, and I gotta say, I think you're actually doing pretty solidly in this multiplayer game.
Yeah, there is a little bit of
Let's see, what day is it? It's November
input
6th,
delay from this
5:53
the
I'll make a note of chase
capture
something
device
nice
I'm
about
using.
Oh, did I not pay the amount of casual points to be nice to Johnny?
it. Yeah, that's not allowed.
I'll give you an IOU for the casual points.
Yeah, Johnny's using the Genki Shadowcast, which is fine. It just seems like maybe he's causing him a little input issues on his end. So even with that, you're doing all right. Maybe play with it more often.
Yeah. No, it's just like I can tell, like shots I would normally hit, I've missed.
Yeah. Oh, I was trying to give you a compliment, and you're trying to make excuses. I take back
it's even no, it's even more of a compliment. That's going to be my point.
Not anymore.
So whenever Warzone comes out, will you abandon the traditional multiplayer? You think?
No.
Okay.
Because I just team deathmatch and Slayer, those are my bread and butter. I love those game modes.
I will say it's interesting this year. I don't know. I mean, again, I've not really followed Call of Duty faithfully for some time now, but that they released the campaign by itself first, where I think
a week early, yeah.
In the past, they've put out everything, and people just like fucking give me I don't want to play the campaign. I'm going to play the multiplayer, which
I think that's because the campaign is so expensive.
Well, yeah. I mean, it seems like there's a lot of work that goes into these campaigns for people who spend so little time with them.
Oh, damn.
Well, and the things I've heard is that you make the campaign because that's what you market. Like you don't make a TV commercial with this footage. I mean, I know they've made commercials before with celebrities, playing like in the real world, shooting around. But if you're making a trailer for this game, you don't make a trailer off of multiplayer footage. So you have to have a campaign in here. I think it is kind of smart to make the campaign come out first because it forces people to just try it.
And familiarize yourself with the systems and whatnot.
Yeah, because they've had Call of Duties before where they go, you could download the campaign separately or not download the campaign, which is what most people want. It's like they just want to have the quote unquote smaller version of Call of Duty with just the multiplayer. Speaking of that, Johnny, what is the download size?
Ooh, that was my question too.
On this guy,
it's 88 gigabytes.
Okay,
that does not include Warzone, right?
No, I don't believe so.
So full package, you're probably going to be north of 100 gigs, I would imagine.
Yeah, it's going to be a chunky boy.
I mean, I don't know why I decided to re-download it, but I re-downloaded Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and the one that they have on Ubisoft Connect or Plus, whatever it's called these days. That entire footprint was 147 gigabytes for that.
Yeah, it's real chunky.
So,
all right.
I think we've entered into more games following suit. I think we got what we need here. Unless there's anything else you want to see. You want to go some maybe show some of the menus or show off some of the stuff that you can unlock. Like if you want to, let's see what that looks like.
Yeah. All right.
Like how you would upgrade and shit.
Yeah, let's back out of this menu here. So you have your custom loadouts. Right now, most of mine are with these marksman rifles because I'm working towards getting the platinum skin because it looks just as stupid as the gold.
On these custom loadouts, do they have? I mean, Call of Duty multiplayer has changed so much over the years, but I remember so you had the perk system, and then there was like a point system that you could put into different perks and or different weapons. Like you could forgo your grenade to get extra points to put into more perks. What's the system like this time?
So you have the gunsmith, which we're in now, and you can have up to 5 attachments on your weapon. And so you can see I have incendiary rounds. I have this saddle guard here. I have a lever that increases my rechambering speed. And it's like give and take. Everything is going to have a pro and a con, and so you just you tune it to your style of play. And then you have your charms and your weapon stickers, your camos, and then you have your sidearm, or if you have the overkill perk, you can have 2 primary weapons. You have your tactical.
Do you like the overkill perk?
I use it on some, like if I want to have a shotgun as my secondary weapon. Then you have your lethal. The drill charge is really cool. You throw it and it drills through a wall or even through a vehicle, and it blows people up on the other side. And then you have your perk packages, which they're pre-built ones, and it takes a long time to unlock the individual perks. And so I found myself just using the pre-built ones for most of mine as I've been unlocking the perks that I actually want to have. So this is a pre-built one, but I have, yeah, like you can see these are basically the same.
Okay.
You have your field upgrade, which, you know, it ranges from
There's a lot here.
recon stuff.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
You can, the munitions box. So if you don't have the scavenger perk, having the munitions box is helpful because you can refill your ammo. If you don't want to pick up, I just unlocked having a second field upgrade. Neat. So yeah, there's a lot here to kit yourself out, you know, how you see fit. You have your skill streaks, and if you notice, like, there's score streak, you can turn that on. I might do that. And you're unlocking more skill streaks as you level up. You know, you have your UAV all the way to the Juggernaut.
Oh, they took out tactical nuke. I think they took that.
I
I think they took that out a long time ago.
Yeah.
I have a question for Chase.
Okay.
Don't be surprised, Chase. You know I'm going to talk to you. You have, as I mentioned earlier, you've picked up some of the campaigns in the years past. You've been pretty vocal this year about maybe passing on this one. Anything changed after watching a quick play, or are you still feeling like this is not for you?
Not too much. Johnny and I talked a little bit yesterday about more of this game, and I think what I'm most interested in is that nostalgia of the Call of Duty I played in college. And lucky for me, they also made a Call of Duty 4 remaster, like not the remake, like the actual remaster that I think came with, was that Infinite Warfare?
Yes.
I think.
Yeah.
So I own that because Infinite Warfare was one of the last Call of Duties I bought, and I feel like maybe I'll just re-download that and play through actual all ghillied up again. But I'm a very specific kind of Call of Duty player, and I understand that this game is not necessarily for me, and this series hasn't been for me for a long time, and that's fine.
Yeah. I think I'm in a very similar spot to you. I just really like PvE stuff. I can do some battle royale stuff here and there. I'm gonna check out Warzone when that drops with Johnny, but
yeah,
for the most part, PvE
cooperative mode is
Those are kind of your spec ups. Yeah.
Okay.
I still think it's weird that you make something that is purported to be a Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 remake, and you don't include. I'm not saying No Russian is some amazing mission, but it is the thing I think about when I think about Modern Warfare 2, and to just skip over that in here and to not have it feels like, why are you calling this Modern Warfare 2? Unless
it's a little strange.
I mean, I get that they're kind of in their weird, we're rebooting this whole thing. This isn't really a remake of Modern Warfare 2. This is the sequel to our rebooted Modern Warfare series. But I don't know if they're speaking to that effectively in my eyes. I don't know. It's weird to me.
One last thing I'll call out here. I did hear, I think, that this is the Call of Duty you're going to have for a while, because it sounds like they're taking next year off.
Yeah, and I'm fine with that because this is a very, very good Call of Duty to take a break.
I wonder if there's any correlation to potential merger with Microsoft there, that they're just going to like kind of get the dust settled on like going to a new studio team, etc.
It could be.
Calibrate with them on what they want to do, or getting more resources, or fine tuning some shit. Like, again, that's pure speculation on my point, but it seems like a very good opportunity to take time off to calibrate with your new resources. If you're going to do such a thing.
What does third person mosh pit mean?
It's third person mode.
What?
Oh yeah, I've heard that they did that.
It's pretty cool. But yeah, it's for any long lost SOCOM fans.
As we leave this quick look, can you just put a little bit of that on?
Yeah, I can. While Johnny's playing through that, once we get it loaded up here, I'll plug everything that we got going on here.
Yeah,
and we can exit with that.
Sam, you're out to build bridges.
God,
Need
what
to
if
go
they
to
just
California?
Somebody should mod the
Princess
shit out of that.
Beach.
Johnny, while we're waiting for this load in, can you talk? You mentioned that you got the spooky faces for everybody, but what all came with that? Actually, you know what? I think I probably just pull it up here and talk through it while you're doing it.
It came with it basically let me unlock some weapons earlier because it came with special editions of those guns, along with unique skins and these operators and the other thing I bought.
You get
the money goes towards helping veterans, so I was like, okay, fine.
Red Team 141 Operator Pack. You get 4 operators: Ghost, Soap, Farah, and Price. The FJX Cinder, first ever weapon vault, and you get Battle Pass Season 1 plus a 50-tier skip.
Yep.
Game.
Oh, good. And this is the border map that I don't mind this one in third person because you have a bit more camera control.
Johnny, I don't want to break your heart here, but this is first person.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to zoom out to third person.
Okay, I think.
There's third person. Nope. Looks like first person.
That's still first.
You lying to us?
There it is.
Oh, okay. All right. He is an honest man.
This is weird. This isn't Call of Duty.
I know, right?
But you're right. I definitely have some SOCOM sicko friends who would go, this is what I'm looking for.
That or even like Advanced Warfare. Or not Advanced Warfare, but oh my god, Ghost Recon.
Yeah.
A little bit faster than that. Oh man, this is strange.
Yeah. Someone at Kotaku or something wrote up about this and how much they love it, and it's all right. It's not my preferred way to play, but
not quite your tempo.
Yeah, this is not Call of Duty, but it's cool.
Yeah, it's interesting that they brought that in here. I like games that give you the option. Like I know, I remember when Grand Theft Auto got its updated port where it's like, hey, we have a first person mode, which was strange. But anyway, if you enjoy third person or first person content, boy howdy, do we have the show for you. We're called The Casual Hour. Johnny, Chase, and Bobby get together once a week. We talk through video games. We talk through life. We talk through news on our podcast that happens every Wednesday night, 10:30 p.m. right over on twitch.tv/casual hour. If you like these quick looks, we put them up twice a week, Monday and Tuesday mornings on youtube.com/casual hour. So like, subscribe, hang out where you can. And if you really just want to watch us play video games, we do that too. We might even play games kind of like the one you're watching right now. Monday and Friday nights, 10:30 p.m. Central, twitch.tv/casual hour. And if you're interested in just hearing us talk about games, you can find our podcast wherever you listen to podcasts. New episodes go up every Friday morning. Any final thoughts from you two on Call of Duty Modern Warfare remaster, remake, reimagining?
Yeah,
2.
game's good.
Game's good.
This is wild. This is maybe the coolest thing I've seen. I don't even think I want to play this, but this is the coolest thing I've seen in the whole quick look.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. Johnny, thank you for taking time to show us this game, and it's been a pleasure sweating with you both this morning. We'll chat with you all soon.
Take care.